I'm not kidding. I got this jersey for $25. And I kid you not, I got this jersey right here, I'm about to show you, for about $15 brand new. And I picked this one up for $10. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the video. So today I'm going to be showing you my entire Manchester City collection. That is correct. And now I know I already have a whole entire collection video out there, but I figured doing just like a Man City collection, I can kind of go through each jersey, when I bought them, the history behind it, why I'm a City fan, and kind of go a little bit more in depth with the jerseys versus an entire collection where I kind of have to rush through all the jerseys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And apologies in advance if I sound kind of weird. I've been sick for the last few days. Not with that virus. Nope. Can't get that again. Last time I had it, it destroyed me for like 6 months. So stay away from me. But anyway, before we get into it, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on future content. We do a lot of soccer jersey content on this channel over here. Every 1,000 subscribers, we do giveaways. So if you want to be a part of all that, make sure to subscribe. That way you don't miss out on future content, giveaways, and all that kind of good stuff. But all right, let's get started. So I'm going to go in the order in which I purchased these jerseys, which I had to do a lot of digging, like finding receipts to figure out which ones came first and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be very out of order when it comes to like seasons and all that kind of stuff, but this is just the order that I purchased them in. So this is gonna be kind of like my history with buying Man City jerseys. So let's begin with the first one that I've ever bought. First one I ever bought was this Man City 2018-2019 third kit. This one I purchased in, I wanna say, mid 2019 as the season was about to come to an end, I want to say, or it might have been late 2018. I can't remember exactly when I bought it. Could not find the receipt for this one. A lot of these jerseys that I purchased in the beginning, I purchased them as like continue checkout as a guest without creating an account, so there's no like history of when exactly I got this, but I remember this being $45, which I thought was a great deal because it also came with Aguero on the back. And this is, you know, why I bought it, because of Aguero. Aguero at the time was one of my favorite players. This was my first Man City jersey that I ever bought in either 2018 or 2019. Now, I've known the City way before that. I used to always kind of say I was a City fan because Oasis is one of my favorite bands and they're City fans, so I kind of just use that as an excuse. Also, growing up in the US, a lot of people were Man United fans and I always wanted to be different. So I used to always say City, go for the rival. Just like with Barcelona, like everybody and their mother was a Barcelona fan. And so because I wanted to be different, I was a Real Madrid fan, which is dumb if you think about it because duh, Messi. I'm Argentinian, I love Argentina, I love Messi. So it should have been a no-brainer for me to be a Barcelona fan, but nope, I wanted to be different. And that's kind of how I became a City fan as well. So, but yeah, my very first City jersey, $45, 2018-2019 third kit with Aguero on the back. Also has the Premier League Champions patch on there. Really, really cool jersey. Though, I probably should have gotten the home jersey because I don't have the home jersey for that season. But oh well, at least I got this one. Next jersey, we have Man City's 2019-2020 home kit. This one was a birthday gift from my parents, Christmas of 2019. This is still ongoing. This is right before COVID lockdown. It's a really nice kit. This is when they switched over to Puma. It was very different that they went with the purple trims and like, you know, design, logos, all that kind of stuff. But I personally really liked it. I thought it was a very nice kit. I still think it's a really nice kit. It didn't have the Premier League patch when I bought it. This is something that I added on later on, which I did a video on, one of my early videos on YouTube. There's no name on the back on this one, unfortunately, but I will eventually like to get somebody back here. Maybe Aguero. I like to try to get as many Aguero jerseys as I can, but this is the one that I got in 2019 as the season was happening. So now fast forward to actual 2020, we're kind of coming out of lockdown. Things are starting to start opening back up. Premier League is starting to begin again. And there was a lot of crazy sales happening on the website for at least the Man City website. And I picked this up and I can't remember exactly how much it was because they changed the whole website. At the time when I bought this, it was when the City store was still powered by Fanatics and now they changed that. But this was dirt cheap. I want to say it was probably like $30. It was really, really cheap. And so this was a no-brainer. I do like the long sleeve version of it. The short sleeve version, I don't know, it just looked like some kind of weird popsicle. But for some reason, the long sleeve one I liked a lot better. And because it was cheap, and this is when I really started kind of getting more into collecting, I wanted to get every single City jersey that I could. And so I picked this one up. Again, it did not have the Premier League patch on there. I added it in later on. But yeah, there's this one right here. So this is the 2019-2020 third kit. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but that's what this is right here. Yeah, it looks like a goalkeeper kit more than anything, but still pretty cool. So the next three that I'm gonna show you are kits that I bought, I wanna say a little before Christmas time in 2020. I don't know if maybe like a whole bunch of companies were just having a whole lot of overstock from after COVID and all that kind of stuff. They were just selling things for dirt cheap. And I kid you not, I got this jersey right here, I'm about to show you, for about $15 brand new. And that is Man City's 2016-2017 home kit. Brand new with tags. I since took off the tags and I wore them. I kind of regret doing that, but I actually wore it. And I wore it with pride that I paid $15 for it. But yeah, this was blank. I have since added the the Champions League patch on there, along with the respect patch right over here, which always folds inside. I don't know why it does that. But here's the respect patch that goes along with it. And I added Aguero to the back of it. And I did this on my own. This was the very first name set that I ever did off camera. This was the test before I started doing all this on YouTube. This is the very first one I did before I even had a channel. And it came out great with the exception of the O, but I'll take it. I don't care. At least it's still very pleasing. But yeah, this was a great buy for $15. Obviously the name set and the patches ended up adding more to it, but really cool. The next one that was $15 for the same season, except we have the away kit right over here. And as you can see, this one still has a tag. It doesn't have the price on it for what I paid for, but it was $15. And I also since added Champions League patches to it. And I also added Aguero to the back. And this is also before I had a YouTube channel. This was the beginning. This is what sparked the idea. But yeah, no, it was a great buy for $15. It's a size small, which is why the tags are still on there because it doesn't really fit me all that well. So I kind of just say that it's my fiance's, but she doesn't wear it either for the same reason that she just wants to keep it nice and clean. So, but this was a great buy for $15. And again, this was back in 2020, like around Christmas time when things were starting opening back up and people were finally getting their shipments that were stuck in who knows where. So I'm guessing this is why they were so cheap. And then the last thing that I got, and by the way, I don't think I mentioned this, but I purchased these jerseys from Lids out of all places. Lids, they're normally a hat company, but they're also powered by Fanatics, so they're part of the same company. So it kind of makes sense why they had these there, because obviously Fanatics sell all kinds of sports stuff. And also at the time, the Man City store was powered by Fanatics, so it kind of makes sense why they had all the kind of stuff there. But the last one that I got, this one was maybe, I think, $20, $25, so a little bit more, but still fantastic deal, brand new, was the 2017-2018 home kit right here. And again, this came plain, doesn't have the tags anymore. I did wear this one also because I was stoked about it, but it came plain. I added the Champions League patch later on. I'm pretty sure this is the jersey I did a tutorial on how to do a name set, the very first one, which didn't come out too good. But I did also add Mr. John Stones on the back on this one. Really, really happy with how this kit came out. But more importantly, I was stoked that I was able to get this for $25 in 2020. But yeah, this is Man City's 2017-2018 home kit. Really nice kit. This is the kit they wore during the All or Nothing documentary. So that's another reason why I really wanted it too. I wish I could get the burgundy away kit. That's the one that's on my list. I don't have that one. That's on my list. Keep an eye out for it. If you find it, let me know. I want it. And then my parents, they're so awesome because every year they give me a jersey, whether it's a City jersey or Argentina jersey. So going into Christmas of 2020, they got me Man City's third kit for the 2020-21 season. I really love this kit. I love the paisley on it. It was just such a different kit and it's just so nice. I love paisley. I don't know what it is, but I just love paisley. So I asked for this for Christmas and they delivered. Again, it came blank. It didn't have the Premier League patch. I added this later on, also in a video on YouTube, one of my first videos. There's no name on the back though. And given that this is the last kit that Aguero wore, I want to get his name on the back of this one because I want to have all three of his kits from the last season he played with City. Yeah, this is awesome. I love this one. And then it wasn't long after holiday of 2020, or into 2021, that then it was announced that Aguero was going to be leaving Man City after the season was over. So the first thing I did, as one does, you get the home kit with his name on the back. So yeah, that was my incentive to getting the home kit right then and there. Because at that time I was very much into like just waiting for like sales, end of season sales. I don't want to pay full price. I still think I got some kind of a deal with this one since it was already kind of like halfway through the season. Things started to go on sale a little bit. So I'm sure I got some kind of a discount. but I don't remember exactly how much it was because this was still during the time when the City store was powered by Fanatics. And once they switched over to their own store, all receipts or any kind of accounts got wiped out. So there's no more history of like what you purchased before that switch over. But yeah, I got it with Aguero on the name of the back already. However, it did not have the Premier League patch with the no room for racism. I added that later on. But still, this is a really nice kit. This is one of my favorite home kits that they have with Puma. And yeah, it was Aguero's last season, so obviously I had to have it. So there's that one. And this next kit right here is a perfect example of like things collectors do to justify buying new kits. And that is, well, if I already have the home kit and I already have the third kit, I might as well get the away kit. You know what I mean? That's exactly what happened here. This is the same 2020-21 season. This is the away kit. And of course, I had to get Aguero on the back because it's his last season. Now, I never had a jersey with a Carabao Cup patch on it, so I figured, let me just get that. And I also really like the fact that the cup name set was gold, or like a bronze, not gold, it was like a bronze color. And so I really wanted to get a jersey with the bronze name set and instead of the white Premier League name set. So that's why I got the Carabao Cup patch on it. I could have gone Champions League, but I wanted to see what this patch looked like, and not bad, it's pretty cool. Whatever, now I know what it looks like, you know? But this kit itself is actually really, really nice, and I ended up getting a good deal. I ended up getting a size larger than I normally wear, but it's fine. It is what it is. The point was to get Aguero's name on the back, and that's why I got it. So yeah. And yeah, that's kind of sad because that was the end of his career, and then that was kind of the end of me enjoying him in City. And it sucks because I didn't really follow City as much until the 2018 season, like 2018, 2019. That's when I really started following City, like more religiously, if you want to call it that. Because before that, like, yeah, I would keep tabs on them, or like if they won the cup, like I was aware of it. I would post it on my stories on social media. But I wasn't like following it like that. It wasn't until after the 2018 World Cup where I really started getting more invested in club football and not just Argentina. So I missed out on a few years for Aguero playing for City. I mean, obviously I was aware of like the 93-20 with QPR goal back in 2012, but I just wasn't invested as much back then, like I am now. But hey, better late than never, right? But let's keep moving on with the jerseys. This next one is more of a training top, and I'm not gonna say much about it. At the time, this was exciting. This was something that I got in an auction for very cheap, although the import taxes to ship it over here was not very cheap. But this was a training top that was prepared for a player. And this was the training top from the 2020-21 season. And it has number 22 on it for the player that was number 22. I'll let you do your research. I'm not gonna say his name, and I'm not gonna say anything more about it. But 22 is my favorite number, and that was the main reason why I wanted it. And now I have it, but I feel awkward having it. And I know things were settled. I guess no one was found guilty. I still feel weird about it. But hey, let's just pretend number 22 is me. Forget about who wore it last. All right, this next one was actually an eBay purchase. And now normally when you shop on eBay, you don't really know if it's gonna be real, if it's gonna be fake, or whatnot. You kind of take a gamble. But based on the pictures, there was nothing really that was showing signs of being fake. So I went for it. And it was this 2012-2013 home kit right here. And I got this for $21. It was an auction on eBay, so you had to bid, and no one was really bidding on it, which I guess cool. The only thing that was fishy about it was that it had really washed off Premier League patches over here, which I have since changed. But other than that, it was a shirt that was in great condition. I mean, obviously, you may not be able to tell from the camera, but it does look very worn when you're looking right in front of it, but not to the point where like it's like washed out or anything like that. But what really made me want to get it is because it also had Yaya Toure in the back. You can't say no to that. So that's the reason why I wanted to get this really bad. And like I said, it was only $21. There was no real bidding war with anyone when it came to this one. There might have been like maybe one person that was bidding on it, but then I outbid them and they didn't bid again. So yeah, so this ended up in my collection, and I'm really stoked to have a Yaya Toure jersey in my collection. If you watch my entire collection video, you know about this, but it has a little like border around the patch, and that is because the patch that was on here before was the player size version, which is bigger than the replica size version. So that's the only downside of me when I upgraded the patch, is that it ended up leaving a mark from the previous patch. If I ever find the player size patch in good condition, I will maybe replace it, but it doesn't really bother me. At the end of the day, what matters more is this right here. Then there was another auction, and I think it was the same seller actually, and they had the same season but the away kit, and there's this right over here, and it was kind of the same issue with it where the patch was really washed out. This one was a bit more of a bidding war, and the reason why, I'm guessing, and it has to be, is because Vincent Company in the back. This one I ended up spending $32, $33. So not a whole lot, but like I said, it is a bit worn, but it's not horrible. It's still in really good shape for being worn. Like you can tell like they put in the dryer like maybe once, but it does have that faded look a little bit, but it's nothing horrible. It's still a great buy. Again, this is what I care about right here. After I bought those two jerseys on eBay, it might have been maybe like a week or two later in 2021. And it's like in summertime, like around June. I went on eBay again, saw some other jerseys on there, and I picked this one up for $10 and like maybe like $5 shipping. Again, it was an auction. Nobody was bidding on it. I thought maybe it would be fake, but I figured, well, if it's 10 bucks, I'll take a gamble, because who cares at that point, right? Well, it was again the home kit for 2012-2013 season. The exact same one for Yaya Toure, except this one didn't have a name on the back. But guess what? It was 100% legit. It was real, not a fake. And so I lucked out. You know, it's really cool that I spent essentially $15 for a vintage kit. It came plain, it didn't have the patches. I added these later on. Again, the replica size, not the player size. And I would like to eventually add a name to the back. Maybe Aguero, because he was still number 16 during this time, and I don't have a number 16 Aguero jersey, so that will probably be something that I would like to do for this one. And now this next one, I wasn't too sure if I should include it in the video, but if I'm going to include the other training top that I showed earlier, I feel like maybe this one should be included as well. This is the Man City Manchester training top. They call it a training top. It is a jersey material. This came out right before the beginning of the 2021-22 season, and I purchased it immediately when it came out. When it dropped, I figured it would be a nice little collectible thing to have. I still really like it. I don't really wear this too often. I got it with the intention of wearing it all the time, and I maybe wore it like twice. I think the tags might even still be on. So yeah, so I probably just wore them for a video, and then that was probably it, honestly. And this next one is embarrassing, but it's this again, the 2016-2017 home kit. I got this specifically for a video that I was doing for YouTube. This is when I just started doing YouTube, and I was making a video about buying shirts on Depop, whether you can trust it or not, like how you can check for it to be real or fake. This one cost me like 15 bucks, ended up being, might have been 20 bucks actually, but it ended up being a legit jersey. And then that was that. And then it was just sitting in my collection. Then I figured, why don't I try to get a name set for it? Why don't I try to do a Vincent Company name set? And if you've seen the video, you already know that it didn't work out too well. Here's my other embarrassing, laughable Vincent Company jersey. Yay. This is my first failed name set application where I captured everything on camera and failed miserably. I've been debating what to do with this. If I should keep it, should I try to sell it as damage? Should I do a giveaway on it? Or would that be insulting to do a giveaway on it? You know, I don't know. What do you guys think? What should I do with this? Let me know what I should do with it. Let me know. Tell me. This next kit right here is a training top again. eBay purchase for 13 bucks maybe, and then like $5 shipping, so $18 around there. And that is this white training top from 2010-2011. At least according to Classic Football Shirts, this is 2010-2011. But I don't know for sure. But I'm gonna say they're pretty trustworthy as far as the years go. But I thought it was pretty nice and clean. Like, it's super white. Like, it doesn't look worn at all. It's 100% legit, and it's a super clean white training top. Like, this could almost pass like as an actual jersey, which I thought it was when I purchased it because of the Etihad Airways and all that kind of stuff. But no, it turns out it's just a training top, at least from what I found out from Classic Football Shirts. But still, for less than 20 bucks, that's a steal for how old it is and for the condition that it's in. So I was pretty stoked to pick this one up. And this one I purchased around holiday time in 2021. And yeah, training tops, don't sleep on them. Some of them are really nice. Once again, I gotta give a shout out to my parents because now we're going into holiday of 2021, and like I said, they always buy me a kit for Christmas. And this time, in 2021, for Christmas time, they got me that current season's jersey, which was a 2021-22 season home kit. And I waited a while to get anything from 2021-22 season because I wasn't the biggest fan of either the home, the away, or definitely I didn't like the third. And so I kind of just waited for them to go on sale. I knew they were going to go on sale. No one was really buying them. So yeah, they got me this for Christmas. I did ask for it. It's not like they got me like a bad gift, but I did ask for this. Once I saw it in person, it did grow me a lot more. When they bought it for me, it was blank. I then since added the Champions League patches on there. And I added Mr. Jack Grealish on the back because it was his first season with City. And so I actually wanted to have his jersey with name in the back. So I did a little video for this one also. But yeah, it's really, it's a jersey that grew on me for sure. And I no longer dislike it. It's still not the best in my opinion. It's definitely not Puma's best. It's definitely not the best tribute they could have done to Aguero and that 93-20 goal. I think they could have done way better, but I'll take it. And then funny enough, I ended up gifting my fiance the same jersey right here for Christmas. And I also got kits for the kids as well. So we all pretty much got the same gift. We all had the same jersey for that year. We never got a chance to wear it all together, but we did get to wear it on different occasions. But yeah, so she also ended up getting the home kit. And the reason why it's kind of sitting in my collection is because we did later add Gundogan to the back of it. And so she kind of just keeps it with my collection. That way, you know, we have all the players together. But yeah, she really wanted Gundogan on the back after he pretty much won us the Premier League later that year. So yeah, now this hits with my collection, even though it's hers, but she likes to keep them all together, so thank you. And then shortly after the new year, I went on eBay again, and a jersey popped out that I thought maybe it could have been fake based on the price, which was $35. And it was this 2015-2016 home kit. And the reason why I was very skeptical about this one for being $35 was because it had Champions League patches on there, as you can see here. And it also had Raheem Sterling in the back. But it turns out, at least the kit itself, the jersey itself, that is 100% real. However, I can't say for sure whether the name set or the patches are like official name set or patches. The patches definitely feel like they're the original ones or the real ones. The name set feels really nice, so I want to say it is real, but I can't say for sure. But for $35, I still think it's a great price because at least the jersey itself is still real. And whether it ends up being that the name set is not real or the patches are not real, whatever. I'm starting to realize I did a lot of purchases on eBay. I didn't realize how much I bought on eBay. But this next kit I got was also from eBay, and I got this for $20, I want to say. And that is Man City's 2007-2008 away kit. Now, here's the thing. I can't really verify too well whether it's original or not, like a real or fake. But comparing it to other kits that I've seen on eBay that are legit, it does have pretty much everything that would make it show that it's real. The only thing is that, you know, because this is a worn kit, like the little sizing stuff over here has washed away completely or peeled off or whatever it was. It's just not there anymore. But it does have all the inside tags that the original would have, or the real one would have right over here. But these don't have like a product code or anything like that, at least not that I'm aware of. But the tag looks identical to the ones that I see online that are real. So I'm gonna assume it's real, but I can't say for sure. But it was only $23. So if it ended up not being real, oh well, who cares? It's just a really nice kit from way back in the day. I remember this kit from when I used to play FIFA 07 back in the day. So like, I think that's probably the reason why I really want it, because I remember that kit from the game. So, well, yeah, it's pretty cool to have this in my collection. And I purchased this February 21st, 2022. I still got the receipt. This next kit was an early birthday present to myself. It was already around the end of the season for 2021-22. And as you know, end of season sales started happening. This kit never really fully went on sale. For some reason, a lot of people were buying this one, even though me personally, I didn't think it was that great. But I did manage to find one website that was selling it for somewhat cheaper, which I want to say was soccerwarehouse.com. But anyway, it was Man City's away kit for 2021-22 season. Again, not my favorite, but as a City fan, I want to have all the home, away, and third kits from every single season going forward. So it was a no-brainer that I had to get it. I purchased it blank. I since then added the Premier League patches over here, and I added Mr. Phil Foden to the back, which I made a video for the channel as well. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much to say about this one. It's cool, I guess. It is what it is. It did the job. Yay. But yeah, 2021-22 away kit. And now this kit I bought immediately as it got released. I purchased it right when Man City won the Premier League in 2021-22 season. It was my birthday. It was in May, the very last day of Premier League in 2022. Man City were down 2-0. They somehow came back in like 5 minutes and scored 3 goals, won the Premier League, and then this immediately got put on the website, and so I bought it right then and there without even thinking. It is the 2022-23 season kit, but it has the Champions 2021-22 on the back. And I purchased this as soon as it came out when they won the Premier League. And obviously it has the Premier League Champions patch on there as well. And yeah, I absolutely love this kit. I think this is City's best kit of recent time. This is my absolute favorite kit. Obviously, they won the Champions League with this kit. They did the treble with this kit. You know, like a lot of history was made with this kit. Haaland joined City with this kit, you know. In hindsight, I wish I would have not gotten this name set on the back of it. I wish I would have gotten Haaland's name set on the back, because that was the first year he joined City and he kind of made this shirt pretty iconic. But it is what it is. I had to say, at the end of the day, I still like that I have a jersey with a Champions name set, because I never had one before. So I am pretty glad that I have it, but at the same time, I kind of wish I would have gotten Haaland on the back. But it is what it is. It's still cool. At least I have the jersey. That's what's more important. I have the iconic jersey. So yeah, that's the story with this one. So this next kit, we're now maybe like a quarter away in the 2022-23 season. We start to see some jerseys start to go on sale. It's not quite holiday time yet, like Christmas or anything like that, but things start to go on sale. And so I picked up City's third kit right over here for the 2022-23 season. And I want to say I paid like $65 on it, which if you say sale, that's not much of a sale, right? But it did have Calvin Phillips in the back. And now, of course, we all know Calvin Phillips didn't have the best season that year. But I was really stoked that he joined City, because I was a pretty big fan of him, especially when he was at Leeds. I'm not a Leeds fan, but I don't know, something draws me to Leeds, and it might have been because of Marcelo Bielsa, him being Argentinian. But I was really stoked when he joined City, so I really wanted to get his shirt. So I picked the third kit to be the one I wanted to have his name on. And he also came with the Premier League patch. This next one was another eBay purchase, and I paid $25 for this one. And we're going back, you know, a little bit more vintage, and that is City's away kit for 2011-2012. This is that same season where they won the Premier League after that amazing Aguero goal. So it was a no-brainer for me that I wanted to have this. Now, it was, again, $25, and here's the reason why. It's very worn. If you look closely, the Etihad sponsor right there is very cracked. It has definitely been put in the washing machine before, but for 25 bucks, being that it's a legit jersey, it's still fine with me. And there I go. But yeah, the condition overall is still really good. It's just a cracking in the sponsor, but that doesn't really bother me too much. Now I actually have a jersey from the 2011-2012 season. I would like to get the home kit. Hopefully one day I'll get one. But yeah, obviously this will do just fine for now. Now this next kit, I was not a fan of it, and I know most people were not a fan of it. I know most people hated it, but I had to get it anyway because it's City, and I have to get all the home, away, and third kits going forward. I was hoping that it would go even cheaper than what it was, because I felt like it was a no-brainer that it would go really, really cheap because nobody wanted it. It never really went super cheap, but it went cheap enough, I guess. And that is City's third kit from 2021-22. I got it for like 40 bucks maybe, which this should be $20 honestly, but hey, I had to get it. And it was already getting to a point where like they were starting to disappear already. Like City took them off the website and everything like that. You couldn't customize them anymore. So I got it while I was still able to get it for a decent price. And I got it blank, but I did since add a Reuben Dias name set on the back, which this makes me like it a lot more. because I've been wanting a Reuben Dias jersey. This is probably not the one I would have wanted to have his name on, but this is all I was able to find. Ideally, I would have liked to have a Gabriel Jesus on the back, since this was technically his last season, but I just never got a chance to do it. So, and then shortly after I purchased that third kid, I stumbled upon Man City's official Amazon store, and I was very skeptical about this one, and I paid $100 for it, but I was very skeptical, and that is a 93-20 tribute jersey that came out in like the summer of 2022. Now, City sold these and some other stores sold these. It came with like a little like gift box. It had all these cool things on it. This one was strictly just a jersey on Amazon. It has the 93-20 on there. It has the Aguero number 10. It has all the really cool picture designs from that day of that game. Really, really nice kit. Technically, this is a training top, but I was very skeptical about it because, I don't know, it just seemed weird that Amazon had it. I emailed City themselves, like the City customer service from the official City website, and I asked them about it. They came back to me saying that everything from the Amazon official City store is real. So I'm gonna trust them. I'm still very skeptical about it, but they said it's official. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, the ones that they sold on the City website that came with a little gift box even had like the little Puma authentic stuff right over here, which this one does not. So, I don't know, but City said it's official. Do I trust them? Because, you know, like they work there, so they should know, right? But I'm still skeptical. I don't know. I'm being weird about it, but it is here. I did spend $100 on it. I hope it's real. I will say I searched the product code on the like the little tags and whatnot, and everything came out legit. I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling about it. If it's real, I'm glad that I have it because obviously this is an iconic moment. This was for the 10-year anniversary of the 93-20, so really good tribute for Aguero, especially because this was around the time he had already announced that he had to retire playing football because of his heart condition. So really cool that they were able to make a nice little tribute to him and to that day, and cool that I now have this jersey in my collection, assuming it's real. So now it's Christmas time in 2022, so gotta give a shout out to my parents again because they got me the 2022-23 away kit for Christmas. And they got me this kit blank, but I have since added Julian Alvarez to the back of it. And I made a tutorial on how to do name sets using this jersey. And that one came out much better than the first one I did. At least I think it did. I don't know, you can let me know if you don't think so. But yeah, no, really happy with this one. I loved this jersey when it first got revealed. I really wanted his name on this one because obviously he was new to City and he came from River Plate, which the main color is red, and this one was red, so I wanted to get his name on the back of this one. So really stoked I was able to do that. Love this jersey. Sad that they didn't get to wear it as much last season, but hey, whatever. This next one I got from Classic Football Shirts. And I got it because I needed to replace an older one that I had that ended up getting damaged. And that is 2019-2020 away kit. This is probably one of my favorite City away jerseys of all time. I just absolutely love the all black with like the different color blue and like that like coral kind of pink color right here. Everything about this kit is just really, 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 really nice. This one was only like $30 for an authentic. Maybe it was 40, I can't remember exactly how much it was now, but it was between the $30, $40 range. And then I was able to add a proper De Bruyne name set on here. This next kit here is the Chinese New Year in the 2022-23 season training top. I thought it was pretty cool. The word limited edition made me want to get it. That's another thing that us collectors do. When we see the word limited edition, we automatically just jump on it without thinking and just buy it. So that's exactly what happened here. I saw a limited edition Chinese New Year and I bought it, which I'm kind of glad I did because it kind of sold out pretty quick. But yeah, no, I really like it. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I do like it. And then this next one is my most vintage City jersey that I have. That is 2001 home kit. Centralized badge right here, classic sponsor right here with, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm not even gonna try it because I feel sick and it's probably gonna sound even dumber with my sick voice. But really cool kit. It's a size extra large, so it's really big on me, but with older jerseys, I like that oversized fit and look, so I actually love it. It's a perfect size for me. But the main reason why I wanted to get it was because it had Papa Haaland in the back. Now, obviously, Alfie Haaland wasn't necessarily all that iconic for City back then, But now that his son Erling Haaland is playing for City, like I feel like this kind of adds a little bit more value to it. I don't know, but I just love the fact that I have both Papa Haaland and son Haaland and City jerseys. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's why I got it. And I want to say I spent like $114 on it. A little much, but hey, what can you do? When it's vintage, you gotta pay for it. I'm not kidding. I got this jersey for $25. Once again, Man City's 2020-21 season home kit with Kevin De Bruyne on the back. $25. And it was so random because I got it this year. Like I got it like in what, February of this year? And so like I got it from soccer.com. So I'm assuming they probably were just cleaning out warehouse and they just so happened to find it and they just put it on the website and it was only $25. Now I think it might have been $40, but I had like some coupons and it brought it all the way down to $25. But still, even $40, that's not bad at all. But it was just crazy to see a somewhat older jersey pop on a website and be that cheap. And yeah, I couldn't say no to it, right? No, yeah, really stoked that I was able to find this for that cheap. Like you just don't see that. So we're getting close to the end of my collection since we're already in the 2023 era of me buying these jerseys. And as I already mentioned, I wanted to get a 2022-23 season home kit with Haaland on the back of the jersey. He was breaking all kinds of records. City won the treble. And so I had to get a Haaland jersey for his first season with City. But you know, the home kit was already mostly sold out, or you can only find like XXL or XXL. The only one that was still available everywhere was the 2022-23 away kit. And so, well, I got myself another away kit, but this time I did get Haaland on the back, since that was the only one that was really available to get his name on the back with. And it was only still like $45 or maybe $50 with his name on the back. So it was still a fantastic deal. I just wish I would have gotten the home kit, but this will do. At the end of the day, it's still the 22-23 season with his name on the back. So at least I have some sort of a version of that. It just, you know, this is not a kit that they wore very often during games. So I feel like this kit will be a little bit forgotten, but at least I still have one with Haaland on the back. And that was the most important thing. So there it is. And then the final jersey that I'm about to show off this collection, which is the last jersey that I bought recently for City. You already know, it's City's home kit for this season, 2023-24 season. I actually love this kit. It's not better than the 22-23 season kit, but it's really nice. I think it's a really nice tribute that they do to the Etihad Stadium. It does kind of look like the 2011-2012 home kit when they won the Premier League that time. So no, I think it's a really nice kit. I really like it a lot. And of course, I decided to do it right this time by getting Haaland on the back of the home kit. Now, he's not having the best season so far, but hopefully he can turn that around and, you know, hopefully this will be a memorable kit too. It won't be as memorable as the last one, but it's still a really nice kit and I do love it. And now, of course, I did not mention my signed Zinchenko jersey right over here. Obviously it's in the frame, so I can't really take it out and show you, but that was something that was purchased, I want to say around May 2022. And this was sold by Classic Football Shirts. Only 13 were made, and this was to help support the people that were affected by the war in Ukraine. And then I also have this signed Kevin De Bruyne shirt right over here that I purchased maybe like around April. The shirt that was used to make this was not an official kit, it was like a bootleg kit. This kit over here was an official kit, like a 100% real kit. But yeah, this is also part of my City collection. And that's pretty much my Man City collection. I do have other like little novelty things, like for example, I do have this score draw away kit from like the 1969 FA Cup final. I didn't include it on there just because like I said, it's score draw. They're not official kits. They're just like a replica stuff. And you know, I also have some like bootleg shirts that I don't really consider part of my collection, so I don't really show those off and these kind of things. But I also have some other like fun novelty things like Funko Pops. I have this cool little old school like Man City little soccer ball, football right here. I have a lot of cool little novelty things too that I can maybe save for another video if I want to do an updated City collection video, because eventually I will get more kits. Like I still got to get the away kit and the third kit for this season, which I probably won't get till next year just because I got to save some money. I'm working on a big video project that I've been working on this entire year. So I'm making these videos now just to kind of give you something to do in between while I'm making this massive video. But yeah, that's pretty much concludes this video. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a thumbs up down below. Again, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on future content, giveaways, and all that kind of cool stuff. If you see my entire collection video and you want me to do a little more in-depth look at certain categories of jerseys that I have, let me know down below and I'll gladly do some of those and kind of give you a more in-depth of certain jerseys that I have, just like how I did with the City one. Like I also have a lot of Argentina jerseys. I have a lot of European club jerseys. I have national team jerseys. Like I can always do a more in-depth review if you guys want me to. Just let me know down below if you want me to do that, or if you have any requests on anything that you want to see in more detail. But yeah, let me know down below. All right, well anyways, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, year, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone.